welcome back to the Road to Champions League Glory with Bishops Stortford. This is episode 31. So today you join us on the 2nd of January into season 7. And as you can see, we are down in 16th position in the league. We have, though, got more points than we have played games, which means we are slightly on target for that 40-point mark. You can also see there are a few other clubs struggling in the league. Liverpool, for one, and Stoke. Up the top we got Chelsea, Man United, City, Arsenal, Tottenham, the regulars, but Liverpool are struggling this season. It's been a bit of an inconsistent season, not going to lie. We've had some really good results, we've had some really bad results, and ones that have kind of shocked me, and ones that have disappointed me. So, overall, we kind of win some, we'll lose some, and I haven't really got much form going along. As you can see, since you were last with us, which was back up here for the Newcastle game, we haven't really won many. We beat Stoke straight after that, 4-1, which was a great result for us, but then went and lost 4-1 to Manchester United. Then lost 1-0 to West Ham with Adam McCourt getting sent off. Then went and beat Liverpool 3-2 away from home in Anfield. But then went and lost 4-1 to Crystal Palace. We followed that up with a 5-0 loss to Arsenal, who were just superior and battered us everywhere. Then we drew 0-0 with Watford. Beat Fulham 1-0 due to a Jonathan Benteke goal, which was well deserved, I felt. Then went and lost 3-2 to Aston Villa, which was a bit of a shame because I think we could have really won that game and we kind of let it slip at the end. Then we lost 3-1 to Huddersfield, which is a big loss because they are bottom of the league and we should have really won that one. Then we drew 0-0 with Burnley. Not really much happened in this game. It was a bit of a dull one. No one really deserved to win it. Draw was always on the cards. But then we went and thumped Bournemouth 6-1. Great result for us. We were 6-0 up, and as you can see, if you look at the stats there, 9-9-9, 9-5, 8-1, 8-9-4, 8-3, like the players absolutely were outstanding. So for that result, I was really, really pleased. Then we went to Everton and lost 1-0. This is kind of mainly down to a red card in the 32nd minute, and then they got a 41st winner, and we couldn't really get back into it. As soon as we went down to 10 men, couldn't really get back into it, even when we changed formation to kind of help it out a little bit, just couldn't do it. So today we go into a bit of a key match against Swansea. They are favourites. They are just above us in the league, so they are in 14th place. If we win this, we go above them. If we lose it, though, we're kind of risking it a little bit of going into the relegation zone, which is what we don't want. We're kind of flirting with it a little bit at the moment, which is not ideal. We are only 3 points ahead of Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. Huddersfield are a little bit further afloat, which is good for us. Bad for them, obviously. But then, if you think, we are technically only 10 points off European spots. So, it's a little bit strange to think how close the league is. But I know how close the Prem can be. I know how a good run of form can get you quite high up, and a bad run of form can get you dragged into a relegation battle. I'm hoping to just drag a few of these clubs into a relegation battle, and hopefully let us push up to about mid-table. I'm still aiming for that mid-table position, still aiming for that between 12 and 10 spot, and I think we have got a realistic target of being able to do that. So have a look how the players have started the season. So if you look, the player that's played the most is Dayan. He's kind of been my player of the season so far. He's performed really well, to be fair to him. And then underneath you got Olav. Olav has played 20 games, considering he's only 19 years old. He's done really, really well so far, with a 7.6 average rating. And he's got a few assists and a few goals in there as well. So if you look at the average rating, ignore the top one. Mo's come in and done a really good job recently. Got 7.22. We've got Ganelli. He's got 7.18. Cho, who unfortunately has now gone on to the Asia Cup, so he's out until February out there, along with Josh Brilliante. So those boys are going to be sorely missed, really. Ruben Perez has done a really good job as well. He's kind of been my little steady player in the centre mid. Sean Murray's improving over time. He's done a lot better than he did last season. Jonathan Benteke's always thereabouts, doing alright, getting a few assists, getting a few goals, which is nice. Olive, obviously we've already spoken about. But overall, we've got a lot of players in the 7 ratings, which is obviously good for us. It means the tactics are getting the best out of our players. Alex has kind of done really well, and I'm hoping he kind of continues on that line. He's been a little bit injured recently. He was out for a few weeks, so hopefully he'll come back. He's coming back into the team recently, and hopefully he'll be able to perform as well as he did at the beginning of the season. We are a little bit weak on the left-hand side, which is a bit of a shame. We've got Adam McCourt there playing now. He is training to be a left wing back at the moment, and he's doing a not a too bad job. He just needs to get a bit better at the inside, the inverted wing back position. We have asked to get the front of the work permit for our right wing back, and we'll see how that develops. Really, that's going to be, we'll find that out next episode, because I applied yesterday, in game yesterday, and I think it's coming in on the 3rd or 4th, so it'll be after this. So we might be able to find out after the game, but we'll all see really. So another thing that's happened has been that the board have been able to officially announce that the youth and training facilities got boosted up and completed. They got completed last month. Straight away I went in and asked for another expansion, so that's going to take another 12 months, and hopefully that's going to come in time for us being in the Prem next season, and it'll be about the same period of time, which is quite good. So if I show you the facilities now, we are on adequate, so hopefully that'll go up steadily, and I'm not sure what I think the next one's average, so we'll see how that goes really. Obviously we're moving back to our new stadium in March as well, which is good, so we've got that to look forward to. So that's about it really, what's happened. If you look at competitions, obviously we got knocked out by Man United in the EFL, to be expected, and we've got Bristol City in the next round of the FA Cup. And a little nonchalant link to that one is Bristol City are managed by Bretta Hangeland, who is my ex coach, well, youth under 21s coach really. A player that I really wanted to get back into the setup really. He was my under 18s manager, did really well. I was really pleased with him. His stats are outstanding, to be fair. And then FC Lorient came and he went to France, went to be their reserve manager, then turned into their coach for a little bit, and Bristol City have offered him the job as manager. If you look at his stats are pretty good really, and I was hoping to get him back into the setup with us. If he gets sacked by Bristol City, I probably will look at getting him in, but he has only just signed for them, so we'll keep an eye on him. So it's quite a nice little link, and they're quite nice that they were playing them. They're a League One club, should beat them in the cup, and hopefully have a nice little run in that cup competition as well. So we go into today's game, and we'll run through the team. So in goal we got obviously Dayan. Centre backs we got Samuel, Gunelli and Mo. On the right wing back we got Olav. On the left wing back we got Adam McCourt. In the centre mid positions we got Slattery, Ruben Perez and Alex. In the attacking mid position we got Jonathan Benteke, and up front we got William. Cho would have been there, but he's on international duty. As you can see, there's a bid on Edgar, looking to probably get rid of him, and there's also a bid on Neil Gormley, probably looking at getting rid of him as well. Wanted is Onana. If someone comes in with money, then I'll probably let him go. He's not really played very much this season. We'll kind of look at freeing up a spot in the registration. So we're going into today's game. Mo's a little bit unfit at the moment, so we'll kind of see how that goes. What I am gonna do is just put Shea Facey on the bench instead of Edgar, actually, just to kind of have two centre backs in Joseph and Shea Facey, just in case an injury occurs. or just in case Mo cannot carry on. So let's get into today's game and see what we can do. So like I said, they're very close to us. If we win this game, we go up above them. They're a team that I think we are capable of beating, but on their day they're not. They've got some decent players. See who they've got in their team today. Just answer a few little tunnel interview questions. Want to get revenge? Yes, we do. So if you look at their team, there's not obviously we're looking at quite a lot of Regans in this one, but they have got Fraser Forster in goal. They have got Andre Wisdom at right back. Other than that, I think it's just a Regan-based team really. There could be a few other players in there as well, but I don't recognise any names. So we'll go into it and see how we get on. What I don't recognise is many English players. Registration purposes and all that. So we'll go into today's game, ask you to have a little chat with them, see how he gets on. Oh, got a few greens, which is good. We're in the red, Swansea in the white. They're attacking left to right. We're attacking left to right. Sorry. So there's a highlight straight away, which is always nerve-wracking when you've not got the ball. But they haven't been able to do much with it. So hopefully we'll be able to get it back off them and do something with it. Dejan's been able to pick it up. Is he going to roll it out? He's going to roll it out to McCourt, then onto Mo. Mo's going to knock it down the line. Not really done much with it. Swansea got the ball. They're coming through. They've been able to steal it back. Benteke onto William. William's going to pass it through, is he? Yeah, Alex onto Benteke, onto Ruben Perez. Back to Benteke, and the keeper's pulled off a good save there. It was down as a clear-cut chance, which is a bit of a shame because I don't feel like it was, but obviously the in-game engine thinks it was. So they've got an attack. They've got a good free kick in that position. They picked it up on the right-hand side. Good save by Dejan. He's kind of been our saviour this season. I'll say it. I can't really praise him any more than that. He's a steady keeper. He's doing a good job for us over time. He has broken the record for the appearances as well, which is always nice to see. And they've got the ball in a little bit. They're coming in, and I can kind of see that coming, really. They've been able to cross it in, and their striker's been able to nip in and get in front of our defenders. They played it out quite nicely. Did a nice little 1-2, pass it to left back post, put it back in, and they've been able to nip it in and get a goal. Bit of a shame. It means we're on the back foot now. It means we've got to do a little bit to get back into this game. Hopefully, they can do it on their own. Shouldn't need to do too much. I will have a little passionate and encourage. Obviously, they've pulled off a little save there. So time is flying by. It'll be half time before you know it, really, I think. Mo isn't looking the fittest. There was a game 2 days ago, so we are on the edge of January, which means obviously the New Year games. So Yuan's not really been able to do much there, so let's have a little assertively try to get something out of them, really. We've got a little bit out of that. I'm going to go from structured down to fluid. Probably look at taking off Mo next 10 minutes. It's struggling, really, because I don't really know what's going to get this team to get up to the next level. So we'll take Mo off. It's something that's kind of become evident, really. If you look at the team, it's very, very similar to what we had last year. Obviously, the only additions are Serrano, Perez, Olav, and Samuel at the back. There's 4 additions to the Championship squad that won the Championship with a League One squad. Realistically, let's be honest. If you check this, compare this to a League One squad, it's probably not far off. If you compare it into the Championship, it's probably squad value and everything else. It's probably not far off mid-table Championship, which just shows how far we've come as a club. But it also shows how weak we are realistically, and we're just overpowering ourselves. We're just exceeding expectations and defying league objectives, really. So results like this are a bit annoying, but to be expected if I'm realistic. We've got the ball, let's nick it back, let's hopefully attack from here. William's got the ball, can he pass it out? Pass it out to Olav. Olav can get the ball in, no he can't, it's going to go back to Ganelli, Ganelli to Ruben. Ruben into Alex, Alex into Benteke, Benteke shoots and should have scored. That's 3 clear cut we've had, they've had 0. It's a frustrating game this one when it doesn't go your way. So they're in, they're going to probably, ooh, that's a bad miss, they've pulled that really quite far. So, what we're looking at now, probably going to take Perez off. Bring on Georges. And next one I'm probably looking at is William. He's not really done much today. He's up there on his own. He's playing as a complete forward. He's not really enjoying it. They've come in. Dayan has saved the day again. He's been able to get a good save. They've got a corner from it. Ball comes in. Edge of the box. Can we counter it? No, by the looks of it. Alright. So I'm going to take off William. Put on Lucas Boy, who hasn't actually scored for the club yet. We're in January, he hasn't scored. He's caused a lot of fuss, to be honest. I expected him to do a decent job. I'm very, very disappointed that he hasn't even scored for us yet. I'm bringing him on now, on a live game, for you guys to see how rubbish he is playing. Like, he's come on 75 minutes, he hasn't even done anything yet. I know, obviously, the highlights are skipping through, but he's not done anything. Time has flown by. Looks like we're going to have a 1-0 loss, which is not ideal because that means we're going to be further away from them than we were before the game. So January, we're going to be looking at trying to get players in. And I mean, like, some big players, because this club, I don't think I'm going to survive. If I now go without finding anyone to come in, I don't think I'm going to survive. I think it's a case of now ensuring that I bring in the right players for the right money and getting rid of the ones that I don't want really. I have been able to ask the boards for some money. They've given me 16 million. If I can switch that across as well and flick it round. So roughly we're looking at probably about 17 million. I'm looking at about 200 grand on wages to spend. So I'm kind of looking at probably spending money on 4 players. 50 grand a pop. Big signings, or I go down the line of getting youth in for maybe 2 seasons time, 3 seasons time. I might try to mix it up and get a bit of both. I do need players right now to help this club, because right now, if you look at the league, we are 16th. Stoke are right behind us on 21 points. Our goal difference has only really been helped by that 6-1 drubbing of Bournemouth, which has kind of kept our goal difference up really. And we've won 6, drawn 3, and lost 12. 12's a lot of defeats. You got to think we only have had 1 season where we've not been in that playoff or promotion push. We've won 5 leagues on the trot, or 5 leagues out of 6. So 6 seasons into the game, we only had our first championship season where we didn't do very well. We actually finished in the lower ends of it, and then we went and won it the season after. I'm hoping, I'd love to be able to do that, but I don't think it'll happen. I've kind of got realistic aims. Again, I still think with the right additions now in January that we can get into that 10th, 11th place. So, we'll see. We'll see who we can get. Next time you'll be with us, you will be able to view who we have been able to bring in. So as always, thanks for pressing play. If you've liked it, drop a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.